Hi, welcome to the Gear Garage. Today we're going to talk about two of my favorite things, this AIRE BakRaft and Hyperlite backpacks. So, and I could review each of them individually. I love both these pieces of equipment, but what I'm really interested in talking about today is how they work together. So, first of all, AIRE is a great raft manufacturer, and they've made this impossibly light kayak, and they've done it with some really thin, high-tech fabric. I think it's called Dyneema or something like that. And the AIRE is in an urethane bladder inside. So there's an inner bladder like all the AIRE boats, plus this really thin outer bladder. And this 10-foot boat weighs 10 pounds. And you know, if you're ever gonna do a run where you have to hike in, this is pretty much the best boat you can get for that. You know, you may not use it for just day-to-day runs because it puts a lot of wear and tear on it, but for hikings it's great. So the other day we hiked into Eagle Creek. I'm trying to visit all the wild and scenic rivers in Oregon to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Wild and Scenic Rivers Act, and some of them are just really eccentric. You know, nobody's done them before, or maybe people have done them but haven't talked about them. This one we had to basically park at the bottom of a takeout and hike up the river. And so as far as we could hike, we could paddle. And so we wanted something light, so we brought these boats. But the really nice combination is these boats with this backpack. And this is a separate company, Hyperlite. Hyperlite's a Maine-based company, and they make a lot of different products, some really cool tents. They actually make a throw bag, and everything is light, hence the name Hyperlite, and really durable, incredibly durable. This fabric, and again, I think it's called Dyneema or something like it. It's almost like paper towel. You know, it's really thin. Really, it doesn't seem like it should be durable. But I've used these pretty hard, and I really am hard on stuff, and I can attest that this is a durable thing. And, you know, every detail of these packs is highly thought out. I mean, it's a very, very thoughtful piece of equipment, everything they do. They're really into simplicity, lightweight, and thoughtfulness. You know, even little things like this buckle for the chest harness has a whistle, which I just really like, and a lot of other details. And so what I dig about this system is that, you know, you can, for doing even a day trip or an overnight trip, you can stuff stuff in here. So, you know, if I'm doing a day trip, this is a smaller version of their pack. I also have a larger one for overnight trips. But for this smaller one, you know, I can stuff in here my river shoes, my dry suit, my helmet, some safety equipment, throw bag, some lunch, a camera, repair kit. You know, it all kind of fits in here. I can close it down, and this is kind of my stuff. And then this kayak, which is really light, basically I can tie on the outside and carry it like this. And the thing about it that's really cool is that on this pack, this is the Porter pack that they make, it has this nice daisy chain here. So I can use cam straps to tie the boat on the outside incredibly easily. And this is just a really nice feature of these packs. And I can't fit my PFD in here, so my PFD ends up being on the outside because, you know, PFDs are really bulky. But with all that stuff on here, it's just a nice, you know, 35-ish pound pack, which you can easily hike several miles in to do a day trip. You know, if it's an overnight trip and you have tents and a lot more food and things, this pack ends up being, you know, 50, 60 pounds. But on a day trip, it's not that much. The cool thing is once you get there, you know, you take this kayak, you unroll it, pump it up. You need a pump. That's an important detail. The AIRE has a pump that comes with these, like a big bag that you catch air in, and it just takes forever to use. So I just bring a little K-pump, little tiny hand pump, and once it's unrolled and pumped up, these backpacks the Hyperlite makes fit perfectly inside the boat. And even better, with this daisy chain, and before you had the boat tied on the outside of the backpack, now the backpack sitting in there can be tied in with the same cam straps in the boat. So it's minimal gear, everything works really nicely together, and this backpack, when it's filled up, can either be your backrest that you're sitting up against, or you can put it in the front of the boat and it can be a footrest, which is something that you do kind of need when you're inflatable kayaking. So I don't know, I know these two companies didn't work together, but these two pieces of equipment together are really amazing for doing, you know, hike-in backpack style trips with very minimal, lightweight stuff. So if you're ever going to do a trip like that, you're interested, and you have this kayak, I'd highly recommend getting this backpack to complement it. So that's it. I just want to follow up by saying again, you know, both AIRE and Hyperlite are just really good companies. They're well run. They make all this stuff in the U.S. They're just great companies to buy from. So in terms of buying from responsible companies, I think you're doing a good job buying this stuff. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you have some other kind of system you like for hiking in, or if you want to, thumbs up, say this stuff is great, or ask a question about how to use it, please, add a comment down in the comment section below. I enjoy those conversations, and that's all I have for you on this one. See you next time. Thanks.